Hey y'all, it's been a while since I made a video. I am at my friend's apartment right now. On Monday nights I babysit my little baby niece and I'm been with her all day. So, cause it's a holiday, so the daycare's closed. So she is snoozing and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't made a YouTube video in a while. I feel like it's been probably a month. I have just been so busy between working and childcare and everything else that I haven't had time to sit down and talk yet. But I've had some big news come up and I want to talk about it. So I got an apartment. I just found out on Saturday. Actually, so like whatever, in the summer I made a video about how I was kind of apartment hunting-ish. I wasn't really looking, someone had found me this perfect apartment, I didn't get it, and I was really like bummed. Same exact building, just a floor lower than the one I looked at in June. So I've always been really fascinated by like synchronicities, and the day that I applied for the first apartment, it was 6:10. The day I applied for this other apartment, it was 10:06. So I was like, that's weird. Same building, same thing, almost the same date, like same numbers, like weird. Like same perfect arrangement. It's right next to work. I have a parking spot, like and it's all inclusive. Like it's literally perfect. And this one's honestly better than the one I looked at before. It's on the second floor instead of the third floor. It has hardwood floors instead of carpets. Like the layout is different, but honestly better. So like it's literally better in every way. Sorry. I'm standing as far away from the baby's room as possible, so I'm adjacent to the hallway here, and it's very echoey because it's like one long hallway. Anyway, the baby is stirring. She took forever to go down today, so I'm really hoping she stays down. Anyway, so I have my own apartment, so very soon I will be moving out of my parents' basement and into my own space, which honestly has felt like it would freaking never happen with how the market is, with how competitive everything is, how expensive everything is. I was just kind of like resigning myself to just live in their basement for like ever. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like I can't go anywhere. And like I've honestly been really enjoying it. It's been so healing for our relationship, and like I love getting to see Grammy every day, and I know she's gonna miss having Ruben around during the day, so and I plan to still go over there like at least 2 times a week to do laundry and to hang out with Grammy. So I know I'm still gonna be over there. It'll just be different, obviously, than just living in the basement. So, but I'm excited. So I'll have my own spot. So yeah, within like 3 weeks from this coming Friday, basically, I'll be moving in there. So that's kind of crazy. I don't have a lot to pack because honestly, the way I left Keene was very hurriedly. Like I didn't even really have time to go through stuff. Han took their stuff and left me to deal with everything else. All of our shared stuff, all of our like wedding and important stuff, couple stuff, and all of my stuff, and then all the like stuff we didn't really need. Like I had to be the one to go through stuff, throw things out, and I just purged so much stuff that I just simply didn't have the capacity to try and pack up hurriedly to move out within like 4 days. So like I don't even really know what I have. I'm like, do I have pots and pans? Like what do I have for my bathroom? Do I even have enough like stuff for like to put my shampoos on and to like store? Like I don't even know what I have. Like do I have kitchen utensils like spatulas and silverware? Like I don't even think I have silverware. I'm pretty sure Han took the silverware and Han took the pots and pans. Like I just don't remember. And I'm like, I don't even know what I have. I know I've got some plates because my parents upgraded their plates, and I was like, can I have the old plates? But like, so there's so many things I just like packed in such a hurry that I like need to figure out what I need to get. So and like half of my stuff is still in boxes. So the packing up process won't be that bad. It'll mostly be like packing up my clothing and my bedding and the things I use in the daily. But most of my stuff is in my room or on my storage rack downstairs, so it's not like I really have to like think too hard about it. It's all in one place. Yeah, so I'm excited, and I will definitely give a tour when I get in there. That's been like my tradition on my channel, is to do an apartment tour. So yeah, it doesn't even feel real though. Like if I'm honest, I was here actually when I got the email. We were having a pumpkin carving this weekend with my friend and my sister and the babies. Then I got the email from him and I was like, oh my God, like he literally just offered me the apartment. And like, I genuinely don't know how to feel excited about it. And I think a lot of that has to do with several different things. Partly because Han and I moved a lot of times, and so I would start to get excited about a place, and then it would usually turn out to be terrible because there was smoking or there was something Han didn't like, and then Han became miserable, and then my relationship became miserable, and my life became miserable. And so like the anticipation of moving has like shifted in my brain of like what could go wrong, because that's what happened so much for us, was that we moved somewhere and it didn't work out. And so like I kind of stopped being excited. And then it's like I moved to my parents, which was like not exciting at the time. You know, it's like I haven't really had a move that's exciting in a while. So that's kind of playing into it of like, I think that's like kind of quelling my excitement because I'm like, well, what's gonna go wrong? You know, like I'm still just like waiting for something to go wrong, I guess. The second piece is, like I said, I moved so hurriedly out of Keene. I didn't really get to grieve for our shared space, for the life that we had in a shared space. I just rushed my way out of there and moved into my parents and got into divorce proceedings and never really settled and like thought about what it's like to say goodbye to a place where I lived. That's like one of the longest times I've lived somewhere, was where Han and I lived. First time I've ever lived with a partner. Like there's so many things that happened that were firsts and that were special and important, and like not everything was terrible. And so I didn't really get to think about any of that until now. I'm thinking, oh wow, there's a lot of like unprocessed things just kind of surrounding moving and living space. So that's kind of like dredging up some stuff where I'm just like kind of feeling sad about things as things happen. And obviously we're entering another holiday season. I'm starting to feel sad about those memories. So that's not kind of stirring up too. And I feel like there was one more thing I was gonna say that had to do with, oh my God, my brain, my ADHD brain. There's like something else that I was gonna talk about as far as moving that now I can't remember. I guess I just like don't know how to feel excited about it yet. So we'll see. I really feel like there was a third thought and now I don't know what it was. Or did I already cover it? Wow, I don't know. That's so annoying because I feel like whatever thought I'm forgetting right now was the like thought that made me want to make this video, and then I got into this like tangential intro to it, and now I don't remember what the thought was. Oh my God, that's so me. Oh goddamn. But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be good to. I'll be literally like a 90-second walk from locking my apartment door to unlocking Teetotaler, or vice versa. Like it's literally right there. I can go home in the middle of the day and see Ruben, let him out. Like it's gonna be so nice, and it comes with a parking spot. Like, ugh, it's gonna be so nice. But yeah, so that's my big update. Finally, I'm gonna be into my own space, and like, oh, it came back to me. It's also in the same vein of like grieving the shared space with Han. Moving into this apartment really marks the start of the after chapter. Like, I've been in this like in between zone because I've been crash landing at my parents and like getting my feet back under me, and that's been like the in between of like married to not married, and like life with Han to life after Han. I've just been kind of in this middle zone where it's like I feel like I went back to my life before Han by moving back to my parents' house, and now I feel like I'm starting the life after Han. And that kind of makes me feel sad too, because like I've talked about before, like I feel this weird like balance of like I still love that person, and like I loved my life before in so many ways, that like to really be fully in the after feels weird because I do grieve for my life before. And so like to be continuing to move forward means I'm getting farther away from something that I cared about. And that is just kind of like a messy feeling going on inside of me too. Because it really is like marking the true after. Like this is a place for just me. This is a long-term move because I've been saying for so long, I'm like, next time I move, I want it to be for a long time. Like, I don't want to be up and moving again for at least, like, I'm saying, like 5 years, like solid amount of time where I'm not trying to then pack up all my belongings and search for a place to live again, because I have been moving once a year since I was basically 18 years old, in and out of college, in and out of apartments. Like, once a year after college, I was basically moving apartments. That's why when Han and I lived in Keene and we didn't move for an entire year, that was a first for me, because I had moved so much, but also we were still trying to move within that year. It just didn't happen. So I never really have had a place where I've like settled into and not already been thinking about leaving. You know what I'm saying? So this feels like that kind of place where it's like, I can actually settle into this. This can be somewhere that I come home to and I don't have to think about leaving it for a while. And like, yeah, so that's like a crazy piece to me. And also makes me feel a little sad. Nostalgia is a real bitch, I do have to say. But, you know, I think I'm always gonna miss my old life. I know that most people in my life are not gonna miss my old life because it was miserable. And like, I think about it all the time. Nostalgia is so real because I'm like, there's so much that is happening in my life now that would be possible if I was still with Han. And I'm grateful for all the things that are happening. If I hadn't gotten divorced, they wouldn't be happening. But I still am sad that I got divorced, you know? Even though I'm grateful I got divorced and it needed to happen, I'm still sad. You know what I mean? It's like this whole thing. Okay, she's still sleeping. She just rolled over a little. It's hard to tell on this. There she is. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Stay tuned as I come along, or oh my gosh, go along this journey towards moving. I'm getting really tired now because I picked her up from here at 7 a.m. It's currently 7:30 p.m. It's been a long haul day, but I've loved it. It's all the more reason why I want to have kids, because even though it was basically a day of what babies do, they wake up, they eat, they play, they're tired, you put them back to sleep, then they wake up, they eat, they play, they're tired. Cycling over and over, and diaper changes, and just that over and over for the whole day. I fucking love it. So, it also, I guess, makes me feel like I'm a step closer to that goal as well. I've got my own space, so I can start thinking about these things in a more realistic way than I can living in my parents' basement, which is exciting because something that I desire very badly is to be a parent. So, anywho, this is what happens when I don't make a YouTube video for like a month. I start to get really tangential about everything that's happened in a month. But yeah, so this month is crazy busy for me, but I will try and make some videos, more videos. I keep saying that, and then I keep failing. But definitely when I live in my own space, it probably will be easier to make more videos. But yeah, so anyway, hope you guys are having a good week. I'm gonna go back to lying on the couch and chillaxing. My friend will be home in still like another probably at least 1.5 hours from now. So I'm gonna go chill over there. And yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you guys are having a good week, and I'll talk to you next time.